Hi everybody, my name is Tempest Smith and welcome to Tapping into Your Ancestors' Power. This class, not really a class, this journey is all about discovering who you are by remembering who came before you. I'm on this journey because, no offense, the church wasn't doing it for me. I wanted to figure out, or I wanted to remember what my ancestors did and how did they live and what did they think and what did they worship and how did they survive slavery and prior to slavery. So I'm connecting with my ancestors. So throughout this journey, I want to take a DNA test and show y'all my results and travel to the places where my grandmother and my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother were born and they walked, so I can reconnect with them so they can give me their power so I can be the version of me that I'm supposed to be. Chances are, if you're watching, you're on a similar journey. No offense to the church, but the church didn't teach me the things that my grandmother and my great-grandmother worshiped. It didn't talk about the hardships my ancestors went through on the plantation, or being snatched from their country, snatched away from their culture, snatched away from what made them, coming to a foreign land, serving, no offense, white people, and then being free from that and still being held to a lower standard than white people, and then being free from that and having to duck and dodge police, having to duck and dodge racism, having to duck and dodge living in this free country where we still feel like we're in shackles. So I want to remove myself from the church teachings and tap into my ancestors. Why is this important? Because I'm on a journey. I'm tapping into spiritual powers and seeing visions and things like that. And I want to know where it come from. I want to know who else in my family was feeling these things but were too afraid to talk about it because, people gonna people. So chances are you are on this journey as well. So I invite you to walk this journey with me. I invite you to speak out loud to your ancestors, whether you know them or not. I invite you to ask them for guidance. I speak to my ancestors every day, and sometimes they protect me from things that I have no idea about. Sometimes they speak things to me that comes to pass, and I'm learning to build a better relationship with them so we can communicate every day. I have an ancestor altar. I may show you that if they are willing for me to share. And just tap into who I am. I don't think I can properly be Tempest in this seat teaching this class if I don't know who I am. And how can I know who I am if I don't know who I came from? So on this journey, we're going to talk about a lot of different things. We're going to talk about voodoo. We're going to talk about hoodoo. We're going to talk about the religions that don't get spoken here on this land here in the United States because it was taken from us. So we don't remember. We're trying to tap in to that. I want to talk about the things that people think are evil and things like that, and prove to you that my ancestors and the things that they worshiped and the things they believed in wasn't evil. A lot of it comes from the same Bible that you flip through every day or every Sunday. It's a journey, y'all. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not saying that I am a subject matter expert. I'm saying that this is my journey. I'm saying that I am willing to be vulnerable. Nobody really knows that I've been struggling with who I am because I don't really talk about it. But it's because I don't really know who my grandmother was. I lived with her for 17 years, but that doesn't mean I know what she really thought and what she really worshiped. I don't know what my great-grandparents talked about. I don't know what my great-great-great-grandparents talked about because, shout out to slavery, I don't know who they are and there's no records of them. So we're going to talk about that as well. I want to talk about why it's so hard to be a Black American in this beautiful country, yet struggle with connecting to this country because of how my ancestors were done. I want to go on a plantation tour. I want to feel the land that my ancestors walked on. I don't know. I just want to talk about things that we have forgotten about, but I feel like a lot of us are trying to remember. I want to connect with God and my ancestors and tap into the things that they experienced. I want to know what power did they hold that allowed them to survive being enslaved. I want to worship the gods that they worship. I want to read the books that they were not allowed to read. And I want to be not what they prayed for, but I want to carry their torch further so my kids and my kids' kids are not confused about who they are. And I want to share that journey with you, and I invite you to walk with me. Maybe you're not, maybe you're not ready for DNA tests. I didn't think I was until last night, but I just want to know more. I want to know where I come from, and I want to connect. And I hope that you join me for this connection. I hope you join me on this journey. And I hope it inspires you to have conversations about lineage and genealogy and being open to sharing things with your family that we don't talk about. We don't get to talk about a lot of things because it's a lot of shame when it comes to us. It's a lot of pain when it comes to us. And it's because we were snatched. I want to talk about shows like Roots and Underground and how accurate it is, and how every time I watch Underground, how I feel when a child is sold off to another plantation like they meant nothing, and how that trickles down to us today. How, in my opinion, the Black community can't come together because we're waiting to be sold off. I want to talk about the things that are taboo. I want to go further than your U.S. history lessons. I want to dig deep. I want to know everything that I can possibly know and share it with you. Yes, we're going to talk about spirituality. Yes, we're going to talk about history, but all things come back to us and who we are and where we're going. So for me, this journey is about discovering Tempest, being stronger in her gifts, being able to pass those things down to my kids and their kids and their kids, and remembering and honoring those who came before me, because they went through things that I could never imagine. And I'm grateful for their journeys. I'm grateful for their transitions, and I'm grateful for the blood that flows through my veins. So I am excited. I am nervous, but I am looking forward to a great emotional chain breaking journey. And I hope that you join me on this journey, because that's what it is. So I'm looking forward to y'all watching. Thanks for being here. I love you all, and see you soon.